Hey friends, happy Wednesday morning. It is going to be a beautiful, beautiful day. Perfect running weather out here. But I wanted to share something that was on my heart this morning, something that I hope blesses you as much as it did me. In my Bible study this morning, I'm carrying on in 1 Corinthians. Highly encourage you to read it. But in chapter 8, Paul moves on from talking about the marriage issue that some of the new believers in Corinth had, and he's moving on to food sacrificed by idols. This was a concern because the new believers didn't want to accidentally eat any of the food sacrificed, any of the meat that had been sacrificed by idols, which could be easily done because they would go to the marketplace to buy their meat, and everybody loves a bargain, right? Well, guess which meat was usually the bargain? So the sacrifice of meat, it was cut into 3 portions, right? One portion was laid on the altar, and it was burnt as an offering to whatever god that they were worshiping. Let me tell you, there was no shortage of gods to worship in Corinth. There were so many gods, untold amount of gods. But the second piece was given to the worshiper to take home, and they could eat it at home. But the third piece was given to the priest. And if the priest didn't like the meat, or he just wanted to make a little extra cash, he would sell it at the market. And of course, this is the discounted meat. And they were afraid that they would either buy the pagan the meat that was sacrificed, or they might be at somebody's home, or they might be at a restaurant, and they would eat it. And this was of great concern to them. But I love this because Paul, rather than jump straight into that concern, he says, in verse 1, I'm paraphrasing, I highly encourage you to read it. He said, we all have knowledge. He said, but knowledge puffs up while love builds up. In 1 Corinthians 13, what Paul was alluding to, he said, if I speak in the tongue of men and of angels, and I do not have love, I'm nothing but a clanging cymbal. And he goes on to say, if I have the gift of prophecy, and I can discern all the mysteries and all knowledge, and I do not love, I am nothing. Paul says, without love, we are nothing. It doesn't do us any good to have all this knowledge if we don't put it into practice, if we don't love our brothers and sisters enough to abstain from those things that could be a stumbling block. So this is what Paul was alluding to, that love, first and foremost, was the most important, because if we have knowledge and we do not have love, there's a Greek word for it. I don't know the word, but what it alludes to is the person who has knowledge and does not have love, that they will get puffed up, that they will swell up like a balloon. But the person who has knowledge and love, they will build up others, like building a building. You're either a balloon or a building, depending on whether or not you have love. And this is so important for us to just check our hearts, to ask ourselves, are we speaking to others in love? Are we speaking to build them up, or are we speaking to build ourselves up? Are we speaking to glorify God or to bring glory to ourselves? Because at the end of the day, if we do not have that love for God, love has to go vertical before it goes horizontal. We won't have that love for others, and that love for others is what edifies them and what builds them up, and it makes them, that is what sets us apart from the rest of the world. It makes them want to seek the one who inspires this love that we all have. So my question to you today, are you building up? Are you building up the kingdom, or are you building up yourself? Are you building up or puffing up? So I really, really hope that blesses you. I'm going to finish up my run and get off to the best job ever. It is going to be a great day.